Melody here. You might know me as Apple Pie Movement. I'm a humanitarian sharing the conversations with humanity which need to be heard. In today's conversation with Jesse DeBeck, we discuss why business equity is important to him. So come on, grab a piece of pie, join our conversation.
Network marketing is how I got started because I didn't have money. I joined a network marketing company for $500. I struggled in that. I was living with my dad. And I was going to these meetings to try to recruit people, but I didn't know how to do marketing and I didn't have a network and I didn't know how to build a network. So I didn't know how to do marketing or networking. So I knew I needed to figure that out if I want to do network marketing. So one day I went online, I Googled how much money do the top people in my company make. And then I actually found an ad on the side of Google that said, this is what the top people in your company don't want you to know about. And I'm like, what is that? So they did a really good ad. I click on it and it was this guy younger than me saying you need to build an email list. So I needed to start building a network of people that I could, sell products to or sign them up in my company. So I was trying to figure out how to do that. I learned how to build websites. That was the first thing. And while I was learning websites, my dad came in the room one day because I was living with him. And he said, Jesse, what are you doing up here, man? Are you making any money in this make-believe business? He was talking trash to me. And I said, well, not yet, but it doesn't matter where you start. It matters where you finish. He said, no, this is where it's going to stop. If you're going to live here, you got to go out and get a job tomorrow because you're a bum. You're a third-class citizen. You went to college for 7 years and you didn't learn a thing. So I ended up moving out of his house. I was sleeping on my buddy's couch, packed up all my stuff, moved out. Then my mom calls me crying saying, Jesse, you need to do something because the creditors are going to take away my house if you don't do something. So, because I was $120,000 in debt at this time, okay? So I was living with my dad, $120,000 in debt, went to college for 7 years. I wanted to be an NBA star. I didn't make it because I hurt my knee and yada, yada. But now my mom's calling me. This is a whole different level. So I call up this guy that I was networking with in college, and I actually built 5 websites for him because I was learning how to build websites. That's what I was learning how to do while I was doing network marketing because I didn't, I couldn't really run Google ads yet. So this guy gave me 10 grand to build 5 sites for him. So that was how I got started. And then from that point on, people were saying, well, how do I get traffic to my website? And then I was learning how to build systems and websites and helping people get traffic to their websites. So I started doing this for people. That's how I created my digital agency. And then in that process, I attracted Brendan Burchard because I had one of the top Facebook marketing strategies that I developed with my team out there that I helped him go from 100,000 followers to 1 million followers in 3 months. And then he did 5 million. And his post reach was over 25 million a week on average. So he was reaching 25 million people with his posts. And then I became well known in the industry for Facebook marketing. So I was getting on all the stages. I spoke at Brendan Burchard's event, Shalene Johnson. That's how I got her as a client. I went on James Malinchak's stage, Les Brown. I was speaking all over the world and everything was amazing. And, I was kind of living it up at that time and, traveling the world as a speaker. I never thought I could be an actual speaker. I was scared to death, terrified to do it. But that's how I got off the ground.
Thank you so much for joining us. I do appreciate all of your coaching and anybody watching, be sure to check out Influencer Soft. Thank you so much for being a good apple and making the world a better place. Nice to meet you.
I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
All right. Have a great week.
Okay. You too.
Bye.